It is Easter weekend, and Jen and I are at Heathrow waiting for her brother and his wife, Dave and Jules. And then we are heading up towards the Cotswolds, and we're gonna have a nice time there for a few days. Brought with me the Mminlux and the M6, strictly film this weekend. Currently I've got some XP2 loaded in. I'm shooting for a yellow filter on this 21mm, which I'm still trying to see if it's a keeper or not. I think the thing about 21mm, and if you've seen the Spain video, is that lens is so good for people that you're comfortable around, that you're with, and you're in this close-knit environment. And I feel like it just makes you feel like you're there, rather than like a 35 or a 50 where you're kind of looking over at someone. The 21mm, you're actually like there, you're in front of them. And yeah, I think it's really nice for memory. So it's going to be used this weekend for a few different film stocks, but starting on this XP2. And yeah, come join us. I am shooting those telephone boxes in colour normally, but I've only got black and white in the camera today. But I missed a couple there. We're in Stratford upon Avon, and the weather's a bit mixed, so therefore black and white and a yellow filter is optimal. However, it is quite quiet because it's still fairly early morning, though we're getting a few people here just by the water. And yeah, this 21, if you want to get the best out of it, you want to be nice and close to people.
It's like said the sloth.
Oh yeah. I haven't quite get his tongue back into mouth.
Hello? Hi. How are you doing?
So yeah, the only thing is we've got the right filter, we've got the right weather for shooting black and white, but the 21mm, you need to be busy and it's a bit too quiet here. And this is where you'd want a 35 or a 50 to really utilize what you're seeing. But Jen and I are having a nice time, coffee, wandering around, and we'll get a few more snaps, I think.
George Galloway. You don't hear anything about it.
Printed all these off.
So we're about to head out, which is going to be good fun. I'm just exporting a video. This one should be online. If you haven't seen it yet, which is the telephone box part 2. Loving that project. Then, what we've got here is, I did take that out earlier, really enjoyed it, but it was just, it's too wide for quiet towns. That's built up for a place like London or being with some friends. So I'm thinking I might take the 28 Summilux today, but again, it's a bit heavy. That's why I used to love the Summicron. And I've got black and white in here at the moment. I've got black and white in the Minilux. And so I might take some gold today, although it's a bit dark, but just have to have still hands. And then I'm actually about to sell the Sofort too. So if anyone's interested, let me know. Choices and choices. That's the issue of using only prime lenses, but I do only use prime lenses. It's just a bit more fun. You've got to work for your shot a bit harder. You know, if you think of going out on the street with like a Canon or a Sony and having a 24-70, I mean, you might as well just ask the camera to head out on its own and take the photos for you. Whereas here, you know, you get to actually manually dial in all these things, and so therefore the reward far greater. It's going to be fun though. Looking forward to it. So just arrived in Chipping Camden. Got the Minilux, the 28 and the 21, and we're just going to roll through the rest of this black and white. Should be fun though. I definitely would say something on I scan those myself though. Can we? So we decided to head straight back out again. Jen is taking Queenie, beautiful dog, for a walk. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to find where I came a couple of years ago. There's a bunch of old sort of what we would call in the UK Rosie and Jim boats. And obviously they're on the water, as most boats spend their days. And yeah, I shot some cine still, I shot some black and white. But this was, God, this must have been maybe 2 and a bit years ago. And film photography back then for me was very new. And so I made quite a few mistakes. And now I'm a few percentage more competent with film. I want to go see if there's anything interesting there. We're sort of in and out of sun today. It's quite patchy, the clouds. But yeah, we've got this Kodak Gold loaded into the M6 and the Minilux still wrestling some frames from the XP2. I'm thinking of changing from XP2. It's been my go-to black and white film stock, but mainly because I can process it in C41, develop it all together. Whereas maybe Tri-X might be the go-to. I love seeing the results that people get from that. And actually it's one of the film stocks I've never shot. I just ordered so much XP2 and I'm still going through these rolls. So yeah, but it's again nice to be out the city, nice to spend time with friends, family, and yeah, let's see what we can get. Slight shocker yesterday when I was photographing with the boats. I went to hop over something and I've had a bit of a dodgy calf and it just went bing, and I just like propelled but didn't really go anywhere, and so yeah, I had a bit of a nightmare with my new shoes. I managed to keep them clean for almost 2 months now, I reckon, and yeah, wasn't the best. So I'm going to see if I can attack it now that it's all dried up. And then we're going to head to the pub today, see some friends. I'm going to finish off that Kodak Gold. And I'll probably keep black and white in the Minilux. And it's really nice having the combo of sort of like 21 and 28 and then 40. I think naturally if you could just have one lens, you sit right in the middle at 35. But that Mminlux always gives me such a nice balance if I'm just feeling like it's just these wide lenses are letting in too much distractions, not enough composition, not really enforcing enough point. You know, when it's too wide, it's quite hard to see what the actual focus is. And so, yeah, nice to have that balance. And at the moment, we've got some beautiful sunshine that wasn't scheduled, so it's a good start to the day. Look at you! Weather's turned on us since the pub, but we had a nice bit of lunch, the Easter egg hunt, which is always fun, and I've got about 15 rolls left. You know what, the first time ever, the Mminlux that I was using, it finished my roll of 36 on 24. So I took that 24th shot and it dialed it all the way back in, and it says on the outside of the canister 36. Has anyone had that before? Maybe on like another point and shoot or like a Contax or something like that. Never seen it, but yeah, pretty miserable. Got the Kodak Gold still loaded up, and I want to shoot a little bit more on this 21mm, because if people have been watching this video, there haven't been a lot of photo opportunities or nothing to be taken that's like, that's great. So yeah, I want to get out, take some snaps, give you guys a chance to see what this 21 is capable of, and also got the 28 with me. The other thing is my battery's run out, so I'm just going to light meter by the eye, and with this weather I'm going to go probably 250th f4 maybe max. Still a bit of light in the air, so yeah, it's gonna be fun though. I don't know how many viewers on this channel are other YouTubers, or if they're just people interested in photography. But there's something that I kind of struggled with for a while when creating YouTube videos, and that is that every video had to have a reason or a message or a review or a test. And it kind of gets quite stressful to try and just create one. And I think a weak story is always going to be weaker than no story. Sometimes you just got to get out, shoot, enjoy it, and there isn't often much of a purpose, and that's okay. I think I mentioned in Spain in a recent video, you know, that these photos, I mean, less of what I'm doing right now, but you know, when I'm with my friends or with family, it's like they're memories for me and for my family and for my kids whenever they grace this earth. But you know, it's actually just so much weight off the shoulders when you just accept that there doesn't need to be something. You don't need to create something out of nothing. It's just go out, enjoy yourself. You don't even have to take any snaps. And sometimes just having the camera around your neck as a photographer makes you feel whole. You don't actually have to press the shutter button to have a good time. And yeah, it's peaceful. Someone, a guy called Ben from the Full Frame podcast, said that, you know, when they go for a walk, unless they've got a camera, it's like there's no purpose. And I was like, yeah, it's quite an interesting perspective. I like it. You know, it's I love having a camera just because it gives me a little bit of something to focus on when I'm out and about, something to aim for. And yeah, it's that's kind of what I'm doing now. I had 10 or so shots to burn, and yeah, I'm trying to get them finished because it's going to be raining here in the UK the next few days, and I've got a busy schedule next week, so won't be a chance to shoot this kind of film. So yeah, it's just nice to be out. church, that. Absolutely beautiful. Very peaceful. There's a lovely smell in the air. I'm thinking it might have been the 3 15-year-olds smoking weed behind the shed. But really added to the mood. It's now been a few months actually since filming this video, and I thought I'd jump in and record the end of it. It's been a lot going on. Well, the first exciting news for me is I ended up buying this lens. I really like it. It definitely wasn't the right sort of place to be using a 21mm on that weekend in Bidford, but it's just a great lens, and it's so personal. And I've said it a few times, that 21mm focal length, you've got to get right up tight there, and it just feels like you're actually there rather than looking at, say, a piece of art. So yeah, that was the first thing. Second thing, that Mminlux got its first EO2 error the other day, which is a common problem with the Mminlux, and I believe it's around 300 British pounds sterling to sort out, which is not cheap. So that was a real shame. So I've got to send that all off. I bought an MP, which I've also sent off about a month ago to Camera Works to have put into Reporter Green, so that's going to be really fun. And one of my favourite bits of update is I've just got back from Wetzlar, Germany, from the Leica factory, and yeah, there's some really fun stuff to come out. I think I came back with 9.5 hours of footage, filmed multiple projects out there, shot some 16mm film with Mike, and shot about 6 rolls of Tri-X myself, all in this M6, and then shot some other stuff as well. But this is all going to be coming out in the next sort of 2, 3, 4 weeks, around the 100 years of Leica. But I mean, it might sound pathetic, but I get quite excited about my own videos. I like producing them. I like seeing content that's similar to it, and I've never been as excited as I am to release these ones to you. So anyway, enough ranting on. Just a chance to say big thanks to Red Dot Cameras. Those guys are the best. If you need anything Leica related, hit them up. And a big thanks to Music Bed. This music in the film is so important, creates the mood, the feel, and everything. I'm going to spend the rest of this bank holiday weekend in this crappy old weather and shoot a few more frames on the M6. So I'll see you guys in the next one.